Lethal Weapon 3. You guys would be forgiven if you forgot a little bit about this movie. This might be the most forgettable of the Lethal Weapons, and it's not a bad movie. It's just not as good as the first two. So it's nice that we have the full party back. Like, hell, I mean, throughout all these movies, they even have the police psychologist. Psychologist or psychiatrist? Not a big deal. But, Riggs and Murtaugh are defusing a bomb at the beginning of the movie. You know, this movie actually has the best title sequence. It's got some cool music. It shows this, like, flame getting lit up, and it's a 3. Lethal Weapon 3, of course. Makes sense that way. And there's a bomb defusal needed. This one's actually, has the DP, Jan de Bont. So this is right before he leaves being a cinematographer to be a director. And gets on board with, Speed, which 2 years later looks almost light years ahead of this. So this is a little bit more of a throwback late 80s look still, but it's keeping with, the first two movies in a way. So they're defusing a bomb, they're having a bit of fun with this. There's a cat that kind of startles them. They grab the cat, cut a cord, and the bomb has been sped up, which is a bad thing in case you didn't know. So they run out the building and the building blows. This might be the best building explosion ever. You actually have Mel Gibson and Danny Glover in the frame running away from this bomb. And it looks pretty damn slick. And it's probably against all union regulations today. So they get knocked down to patrol duty. And this is actually supposed to be Murtaugh's last week on the force. He's retiring. Oh, I'm too old for this shit. Well, first day out on patrol, they get themselves into a situation. Armored car getting knocked off. So they have a chase. Mel Gibson, who, take note, is sporting a man bun. This is like the first instance of man bun. Mel Gibson, as Riggs in Lethal Weapon 3, is the godfather of the man bun, and everybody is looking to copy his look from this movie. That's exactly where it comes from. Don't even try to debate me on this. I seen it. So we have this go down. Riggs gets on the back of the truck. He's fighting the guys. Murtaugh's in a pursuit vehicle driven by a black lady who's sassy, because black ladies be sassy like that. And it's a little grating, to have so many more characters brought in. Like, I can stomach Joe Pesci. He's a good actor. And this gal does it too bad, but it's a little overdone at times. And this is a very serious situation, and she ain't playing it that way. So, they catch up with the guy, knock him out, and all this stuff. He's arrested. He's got some black market arms wear, and this rogue cop, ex-cop guy, Travis, comes in, shoots him. This guy, Travis, he has some kind of operation where he steals from, like, police evidence locker, and he sells the guns on the market to, like, African-American youth for the gangbangers, and also builds homes for white people. Yeah, he has a housing development that is his front, whatever. So he's got that going for him. And, maybe this is a case these cops would work. It's not as elaborate. He's not quite as intimidating of a bad guy. And a year after this, he would do Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. But Stuart Wilson's okay. Called into this movie, adding to the cast, Lorna. That would be Renee Russo. Her character is with Internal Affairs, investigating where this crooked cop stuff goes. Murtaugh ends up shooting his son's friend, killing him. We had a Boys to Men scene over at the funeral with that music playing. And it's poignant to the times. A lot of gang wars. A lot of menace to society kind of stuff around the corner. So, I respect it for that. And, he's kind of checked out of the movie for a little. Riggs teams up with Renee Russo. They break into the housing development area, I guess. And Well, also, Joe Pesci helped out a little bit, helped ID the guy at a hockey game, got shot, barely winged. So then he's basically out of the movie after that. But, you know, Renee Russo has some ass-kicking abilities because that helps her out. And she's okay. You know, I like her fine enough in this. Maybe a little more than Patsy Kensit even. Because she can take care of herself. But the bad guys chased them off. And Riggs had befriended this Rottweiler that was guarding the warehouse. And he brings it with him. So he's got a new dog, right? And we don't see Sam for the whole movie. And yeah, you gotta have a Sam watch if you're gonna watch this stuff. All eyes always on Sam. So, you know, they head off. There's another car chase. Murtaugh gets back in on it. He's depressed. Him and Riggs have a bit of a fight over on Murtaugh's boat. But then he comes around. They agree to meet up at the housing development, have a shootout that night with Travis. And, you know, bullets are flying, burning the whole place down. It looks pretty cool. They got these cop killer rounds on the market, go through armor. But I guess if you wear 2 armor, you're okay, as Renee Russo does. And right when Riggs is about to get mowed down by this, I think it's is it a shovel, a bulldozer? I think it's a bulldozer. Riggs goes, hey, or no, Murtaugh, he's like, cop killers. Hands him the gun with the cop killer bullets. And he shoots through the shovel, kills the guy, and there is your slow motion, your wonky slow motion that's in all these movies. You know, I'm okay with this movie. I found it enjoyable, but at the same time forgettable. I mean, I had to have a little primer, refresh myself on what happened in this movie. I give Lethal Weapon 3, 2.5 out of 4 stars.